Bienvenidos a un nuevo capítulo de Vampyr y bienvenidos al Hospital Pembroke. Toca hablar con el doctor Swansea, así que sin más vamos a ver qué nos cuenta.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Bueno, no es ningún regalo, ¿no? Supongo.
I'm a dead man. I was murdered. Now I'm a murderer. Tell me how this is a gift.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Bueno, venga.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Muy bien, pues a buscar a Lady Ashbury. Ha dicho al lado de las tiendas, con lo cual creo que tengo que ir abajo y salir fuera del hospital, o por lo menos cerca de la entrada. Vale, aquí están las tiendas, 24 metros. Aquí dentro, a ver. Sí, no tiene pérdida.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a vamp... The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well. in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Vamos a ser educados.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Bueno.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
We both are afflicted with a thirst for blood, Lady Ashbury. That is our nature. By vocation, we also have reason to visit the hospital. Logic dictates.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Muy bien, pues tenemos que buscar al chantajista, hacer de detective. Por cierto que este paciente se llama Renfield, igual que el criado de Drácula. No sé si será un guiño o habrá alguna sorpresa más adelante. De momento toca encontrar a Harriet, que supongo será una enfermera. Teóricamente tiene que estar aquí. Sí. No, es una paciente por lo que veo.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Bueno, lo de que ha sido muy útil, vamos a ponerlo entre comillas.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Bueno, toca buscar a 3 enfermeras. Sí, la primera tiene que estar por aquí. 4 metros. Aquí dentro, quizás. Bueno, voy a aprovechar. Codeína. Más codeína. Teóricamente me marca 3 metros. 3 metros y aquí en la planta baja, no. A ver por aquí. Cinco, 4, 3. Es que es como si tuviese que estar aquí la enfermera. Mírala, Pipa Hawkins. ¿Qué pone aquí? No tosa en público, muy bien. Pipa, no te vayas. Pipa.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Bueno, voy a ir al grano.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Vale, pues Pipa no nos ha servido de ayuda. Voy a seguir por la planta baja, o bueno, por la zona de aquí. Luego, teóricamente hay que bajar.
last summer's epidemic was difficult.
5 metros. Aquí fuera quizás. Aquí.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Bueno, pues me va a tocar buscar a la enfermera Crane, que es la más alejada de esto. En teoría entiendo que tiene que estar abajo. Como no sea por estas escaleras. Igual está entretenida con algún hombre. Escuchar escondidas. Pulsa L3 para activar tus sentidos. Muy bien.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Muy bien, pues me tocará seguir al tipo del bigote, supongo.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him. This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
A este no me lo esperaba. Venga, ¿me atacas o no? ¿Qué pasa? Demasiado cerrado este sitio, ¿eh? Para esquivar. Vale. ¿Bajáis? Aquí esquivar es más difícil. Bueno, ahora un poquito de... Aquí hay otro. A ver, vamos a hacer una cosa. Venga, uno menos. Venga, fuera este bicho. Ven aquí. Ven aquí. Skak. Maldito. Estos es mejor darles una vez o dos y esquivarlos, porque si buscas darles 3 veces te la juegas. Pero bueno. Bestia de las alcantarillas. Esto es una especie de boss, ¿no? Lo primero que hago es le voy a fijar. Bueno, ya está fijado. Luego, a ver si detecto algún tipo de patrón. Voy a intentar golpearle poco. Vale, aquí esquiva. Vale, y me la devuelve. Tiene una barra de vida muy grande, muy amplia. Pero voy a intentar no golpearle mucho, porque si me quedo al lado me parece que me va a destrozar. Bueno, cuando está de espaldas evidentemente es más vulnerable, lo que pasa es que se mueve rápido, se esquiva también. Aquí hace falta paciencia, ¿eh? Bastante paciencia. Bastante paciencia, y cuando uno no lo ve claro, recular, porque te mete un viaje esto y vamos. Me voy de aquí. Claro, es que aquí te equivocas y estás medio muerto. Claro, cuando le pillas de espaldas, que te podrías cebar. Me he pillado ahí. El tío te esquiva. Bueno, vamos por la mitad. Aquí es vital tenerlo fijado. Si fuese un juego que no te deja fijar al enemigo, vaya hombre, esto sería bastante complicado. Por otro lado, tengo que decir que quizás, no lo sé, me ayudaría la pistola aquí, pero es que no tengo balas. Tengo una o dos. Entonces tomo nota de que no hay que confiarse y hay que llevar la pistola siempre cargada a tope. A ver, que quizás luego no te serviría de nada la pistola, ¿no? Pero bueno, tengo la sensación de que con enemigos que tienes que guardar cierta distancia podría venir bien. Vaya, hombre. Venga, tenemos ya cerquita. Claro, que el problema, al requerir de tiempo y un poco de paciencia, el riesgo que corres es que te acabes desconcentrando o cansando. Cometas un error o dos y te toca volver a empezar. Así que hasta el final. Venga, ya falta poquito. Por ejemplo, ahora me he quedado sin energía. No le he podido esquivar, me he quedado ahí. Le sacamos un poquito de sangre con el cuchillo izquierdo del pistón para recuperarme. Vale, otra vez. Bueno, ahí está a punto de caer, pero como me equivoqué, lo pago caro.
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
Vale, de la bestia no me da nada. Y este es el cadáver del... Bueno, el cadáver o... cupón de la enfermera Crane. Si estás enfermo y no tienes dinero, seas quien seas, vengas de donde vengas, ven a ver a Dorothea o Dorotea para recibir ayuda. No es ningún engaño, gratis, no hacemos preguntas. Busca la casa de Darius Petrescu y entrega este cupón. Esto huele muy mal, pero bueno.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Ve a Whitechapel. Pues a Whitechapel, que nos vamos.